Hello, Tim Tim.
I can't do anything. It's not
Hey,
game back.
hello.
I can't throw shit at people.
It looks really different from up here, by the way.
Yeah, you kind of
Anyways.
you feel powerful from up there. Like you can control
I really
everything.
don't. No, I'm really modest.
Steve, do
I
you have a
don't
power
see things
complex?
that way.
Kevin, do you have a god
He
complex?
You might have a little bit of
What do
one,
you
but it's
mean?
okay.
I
There's
am
still-
God.
Evan
Evan
is
stealing all
accused
the
of stealing
tacos.
all the tacos.
He is
All
Mexican.
right. You decide who goes first.
No, Tim, shut the
FB
fuck up. Just pick one.
You are
The
not.
prosecutor normally goes
Craft.
with. The prosecutor.
Okay. So.
Okay, he put 2 up. Can we
I put 2. Oh shit! I don't want to do that.
Oh no.
Your
It's
Honor,
all
he's
right.
breaking the rules.
So, as you can see here, we have a flat tire and an old.
Oh,
We have a flat tire and an old stamp. During the police chase, as they were chasing Evan out
it's
of the
starting off
taco
solid.
shop, he got a flat tire from the road strips laid out by the police. Now,
Actually, flat tire. You have a spare. You always have a fucking spare, and you're underneath your boot. So, yeah, flat tire wouldn't do
okay,
anything but
well
slow
that
him
doesn't
down.
mean anything.
Objection.
His
I
flat
can't object,
tire-
but I can say shut the hell up.
I
we
know.
don't-
Yo, the old stamp, bro.
Well, you see-
Don't worry, guys, we got this.
He can't change
You
a
got
tire in time after getting road stripped.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. He can't change a tire in time. That's why the flat tire is here as evidence. It is evidence of his pursuit from fleeing the
Your Honor,
taco
he's
shop.
Mexican. He can do that
with
shit
all the
really
tacos.
quick. He can, yo, have you ever seen Mexicans build shit? Yo, they do it fast.
Now this old stamp, you see,
Yeah, see, Your
This
Honor, it
old
says it's
stamp
more expensive than
was
a
found
kidney on
in
the
the
black
car.
market. That shit was actually a kidney. That shit's full of coke. That isn't real evidence.
I can't. What?
Your Honor, I
What?
haven't even had a chance to argue, and I feel like I've won the case already. First off, I don't have to present evidence to get rid of one of these. The fuck does this old stamp have to do? Okay, I guess my turn's over.
That was quick.
Okay, Your Honor, what does this old stamp have to do with anything? Like, he didn't even give a reason why this means that he stole all the tacos. Allegedly, he didn't. I'm just gonna point that out later.
He didn't. I was there.
So if you could just strike the old stamp from the record real fast, that will just save us all the headache in the future, I believe. I can prove that he did not steal the tacos. The reason he was leaving the restaurant while being chased by the police is because they did not allow him to sit down in the restaurant because they did not have plus-size booths. He was immediately told to leave. He then refused because he was hungry. Your Honor, are you listening to me?
Your Honor, I object. He's gay.
I second that one. I second that, Your Honor.
I want to present this.
Your Honor, he has 3 in my
Now, while he was
this
being
guy only
arrested
has
after
one.
the car
Objection!
chase.
Objection! My client's homosexuality for penis does not matter to this case.
Now, at the time of his arrest, Evan had consumed multiple tacos already while fleeing the cops. And when he was arrested
Objection!
He
What is the
shot
proof?
himself.
What's?
and threw up tacos,
I thought you said he shot himself,
So,
and I
so
was like,
from what
what?
I'm understanding, what you're trying to say is that these tacos were maybe tainted.
these tacos were not right in his stomach. So he shit
Okay.
So you're
himself.
saying it's at the
Object-
restaurant.
fear
and
objection,
been trying to
objection,
poison
Your
Honor.
people.
And
Your Honor,
also
objection.
threw up. And through the and from the
Hey,
throw
hey,
up.
hey,
Okay,
shut,
that
hey,
works.
shut,
That
hey,
works.
fucking,
That
hey,
works.
hey, hey, hey,
That'll
hey, shut
work.
up, my turn.
That'll work.
Your Honor,
No, I'm not done.
mute
Thank
him.
you.
Your Honor, mute him.
Now it's
Your
nobody's
Honor,
turn.
No,
mute
I'm
him.
not done.
Oh,
No,
oops.
no,
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
what the thing
my
is.
turn. No,
Oops.
no, yep.
No,
No,
it's
hit
my
his
turn.
button. No, fuck it.
All right.
Continue.
So, from the throw up, from what the cops have seen, that throw up when he was arrested had taco shells, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and beef. Okay?
Bro, that was.
You
actually
tried your heart
really-
out, kid. You tried your heart
Yeah,
out.
he tried. Yeah, that's for damn sure. He tried.
Your Honor, let's point out he is Hispanic. Of course he ate tacos before he went to the restaurant. He was pre-gaming. Now, I don't even need to put another evidence up. I can disprove all of this. The tacos
Okay.
that he ate while he was pre-gaming were poisoned by
All right.
the prosecutor right there, It's Craft, for the jealousy that Evan had tacos and not It's Craft. That is why he vomited. This
Ow.
is just because the tacos were poisoned. The tacos that he
How did he
had
poison
before
them?
he went to the restaurant. How did he poison them? Rat poison.
I can. Yeah.
He lives in New York City. Of course he has rat poison.
Hey, I mean, he's got you there.
You
Something
see,
suspicious.
he's
Do it.
the defense
Do
is
it.
accusing me
Do it.
of
Do
poisoning
it. You should strike it
their
out.
client Evan. Now this is, I object with this. That it's hearsay. Okay, he has no proof that I did that.
I can see
Now-
the rat poison that coming out of your pocket, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Now,
Do you have proof that he did this?
Do I have proof he did this?
Yeah, I saw it, Your Honor.
Yes.
I saw him buy the rat poison and then just dump it in his tacos.
So, I do.
And of course, he's Mexican. He
Okay.
thought he
My
was
proof
seasoning. It's
that
like
he
English
did
or
this
Spanish.
Is this coffee shortage. He had a coffee
Short.
Shut up. He had a coffee shortage at his law firm today because of how nervous he was from the anxiety that he knew he poisoned one of his friends out of the jealousy and spite that he ate the tacos and not
Bro, put some
Kraft.
S's on that spite right there. God damn.
I counter with this. Why would I buy rat poison, fly my way down to Florida,
Objection?
and poison his food?
Yeah, objection. This actually happened in New York. He was visiting. New York
Objection.
for business.
Now
Objection.
you see-
Your Honor. Objection.
Evan
Your
was
Honor.
in Florida
Your
at the
Honor.
time.
You have to rule on my
I was
objection.
here.
Your Honor.
in-
Legally.
Overruled.
Fuck.
I,
Your Honor.
I
have an
Alright,
intern.
I
alright,
thought you
alright,
just said that you
alright,
sent your
alright,
intern
alright.
to get coffee.
Okay.
Yes, I have an intern.
Shut up.
He's just not
Plus
in
you-
this
I
courtroom.
thought you said you didn't have an
Shut
intern.
up.
You just said you didn't have an intern.
And shh.
Why me?
Shh.
God damn it.
Oops.
Your Honor. I love you. Alright. This is going to be a long one. I got multiple things to point out here. First off, loyalty card to address the intern thing. This loyalty card proves that he bought coffee the morning of the poisoning. He put points for the coffee that morning. Now, we'll get back to that later. Now, the reason that Evan was up in New York during the time of the poisoning was because his family members from Colombia, he's part Mexican and Colombian, were coming to America and their boat drifted off course and landed in New York. He was coming to come rescue them and bring them down back from Florida from New York. That's why he was there. He stopped at It's Craft for food. They had tacos. Evan ate all of the tacos. Kraft got upset, poisoned some of the tacos while he was eating them, and then nervously drank the coffee while Evan then went to another taco store because he's Mexican and he's hungry. They refused. Hey, you motherfucker. They refused to serve him due to his overweight nature from eating 25 tacos that morning. And then, when he was fleeing from the police due to, him getting trespassed and didn't want to get crimed when he's already going to pick up some of his illegal family members, then he had a stomach problem and had to pull over, which then he vomited out the tacos and then led the police to assume that he stole the
Bro's just
tacos.
gonna keep hitting me. God damn.
I think I can rest my case safely and say that this is all because of It's Craft and his stock and him poisoning the tacos. I'm ending my turn, Your Honor.
That Kraft's argument has some relevancy here. Because,
Isn't it the point to be relevant?
after all, he wasn't there at the
He
time
was there though.
of this
He was
crime.
there. He was the
At
one
the
that
crime.
slashed
Yeah, he wasn't
Evan's
there.
tires.
He wasn't there for him stealing the tacos. He
also
wasn't
bought
there
rat
for
poison
him
there to poison
for,
Evan.
for the poisoning. He
Look,
was
there's
there
a
for
real-
him.
you gonna keep
I mean,
stuttering, bro?
Kraft
Come on.
was there for the poisoning.
them
They were
words out.
together in New York at the time of the poisoning.
I forgot that part.
Yeah.
Kraft, can you give me a
How-
refresher?
Yo, come
Okay.
on, Tim. You got to remember.
They
this type
are
of stuff.
accusing me of poisoning Evan
All right.
after he rescued his family. Okay,
No, not
Listen
after
to
he
this.
was heading up to New York to rescue his family.
so why would he stop? Okay, they originally said, as Evan rescued his family, after rescuing his family, he had lunch with me and ate tacos.
Never said
And
during
after
lunch or
leaving-
after.
And after eating tacos with me,
Your Honor? Okay, yes, yes, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna talk. Your Honor, I think,
I think Tim's bored.
yes, I think that might be it as well. Your Honor? Okay, thank you for making it my turn.
Tim, go scroll on TikTok. I'll just tell you who's guilty and who's not guilty.
Your Honor, the restaurant dispute card, as you can see, my evidence. I said they did not allow him to sit. How would he have been able to sit the tacos if they were watching
He was
him?
literally 600.
Because they were, A, he was 600 pounds, like the person in the back is telling me, and B, he wasn't even allowed to take a seat in this restaurant. Not fast food place, restaurant, where you have to be seated.
Okay. Yo,
I think we can
I'm sorry,
safely
man,
say,
but
Your Honor,
I gotta shit my
that
pants.
there was no way he could have stolen those
Stick out
tacos
really
while
quick.
being watched.
I gotta, man. Can you like let me out?
True.
Can you like slide
Okay.
the door over?
may I present my last two pieces of evidence?
All right.
Alright. Now you see, we have a map of the store
Instantly, bro.
Yeah.
and a cryptic note. Why'd you cross out the map of the store?
That's a treasure map, bro.
Oh,
That is
it's a
literally
map
treasure
of the
map.
store.
That's his treasure map, bud.
That is a
Read
treasure
under
map,
it. Read
bro.
under it.
Or a store layout.
It's a
That's-
store
probably just
layout.
Is it? Yeah, a store
Oh,
layout.
Point out,
Okay, all right.
point out, it's a
It's a
restaurant, not a
scribble
store.
post-it.
Restaurant, not a store.
It's the same shit.
One
Alright.
sells things, one sells food.
Alright. Now the scribbled post-it. On that post-it is him confessing. That written right there. When he did the crime, it was found in his car
Oh my
saying,
God.
I'm gonna go steal some tacos.
I found it funny. I was
Okay.
just like, he
All
bullied
right.
Key.
Your
but I was, like,
Honor?
screaming the entire time.
This-
Your Honor.
I'm done. He can
No.
talk.
Oh, okay.
Defense can talk.
I get fucking railed over here. Okay. Your Honor, I like to point a few things out. How did my client push through? He's in a mobility scooter. They could have literally just put a chair in front of him. He couldn't have done
Mobility
anything.
scooter, more like a fucking mobility tank.
Second, why the fuck would there be raw ingredients in a taco that's already made? Who does that?
May I speak?
No, you may not.
Yeah,
If I
that's a
get
no,
bullied, you don't.
By him eating all of the tacos, that is considered stealing.
God damn
That
it.
is considered stealing. You're right. Now, I believe that this guy, he deserves some time. Wait a minute. There we go.
May he speak.
May I speak, Your Honor? Alright. Your Honor,
Yes,
I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look at the hands of my person, he currently has wood pegs in them because he's bolted into the fucking table because his legs had to get chopped off due to a diabetic problem. Because he's been in jail for fucking 6 months without his insulin. He had to get amputated. Now, this is not about him stealing ingredients to a taco. This is him about stealing tacos. He did not do this.
All of the tacos. All of them, by the way.
He did not do this. His fat, sausage-like fingers are not even capable of grabbing anything. He couldn't fucking grab anything. His steering wheel, mind you, he had to make a custom make one just so we could grab it. And it takes up the length of the entire front of the car. because of how fat and gross and
Right now,
gangrenous
behind me.
his fucking fingers are. Him stealing anything is beyond a possibility. It's not possible. Now, I'd point out, we have gotten off topic to the serious crime at hand, where he was poisoned
Very serious
with
crime.
rat poison. We are ignoring this fact and entertaining this fucking
Your Honor,
man.
he was just trying to put the diabetic man out of his misery. He was 600 pounds.
he
was
trying
600
to
pounds.
kill a obese man out of jealousy and
That
greed
deserved it.
that he got more food than him, and that he had a very special inherited
Signed
ring
the NDA.
from
he
his
wanted to die.
grandfather. Your Honor, I think I can say this, but its
Your Honor.
craft
Shut the fuck up.
is beyond a doubt an awful, awful person who deserved to spend more time behind bars than anyone else in this courtroom. And my client is a victim of lies, slander, and of being poisoned. And he is a victim of his own health. He has gone through enough already in these 6 months than any sentence you can give him. And he's not even guilty.
What were we saying?
He's not even listening, Your Honor! He doesn't fucking
Okay.
care! He knows that
Okay.
he poisoned him!
You are accusing me of
Order.
poisoning, but that doesn't mean anything in this case. Evan did, in fact, steal those tacos.
Your Honor?
He does have a point. That would be a whole separate lawsuit other than the one that we are having at the current moment.
Your Honor, I did explain that due to his malformed hands, due to his high cholesterol and obesity, that he actually cannot even grab the tacos. If he wanted to. And his
Now-
face is so fat that he can't eat anything without it being crunched and mangled, and the
Now
staff
that I'm
would have
looking
had
at it, this
enough
man
time.
does have some pretty very large fingers. Look at that man's
I'm
fingers.
telling
My
you.
dear God.
He literally, they're also green because they're gangrenous. They're gonna fall off soon.
Just like half of these
I'm
fucking
pretty
killers, bro.
dangerous.
They are a dangerous.
Okay,
Now-
okay, order.
Okay,
Alright.
okay, wait. He's arguing that his client could not have possibly stolen those tacos by shoving them into his mouth, or by getting into the taco shop in the first place, and also needs a mobility scooter to travel. Where's that scooter? I would like to ask.
He
But
doesn't
also-
need it anymore. He doesn't have legs anymore because they fell off.
I know he's
I
using a
also
wheelchair.
would like to ask, how could he have possibly driven the car if he had such big fingers at that time?
I already explained this. He had a custom-made wheel.
No, he has a point. He has a point. And a custom steering wheel is not a. You
Fucking
just said. You
custom
didn't state it
steering wheel.
simply. A
Bro,
custom steering wheel.
fucking
A custom
crazy.
steering wheel was meant for his hands specifically. You did not say it was meant for his feet. You never mentioned that it was meant for his feet. You just said it was
Yeah,
meant for his
he-
overgrown fingers.
You know, he can use
you
his.
just said it was
he
meant
can
for his
use-
overgrown fingers. You never mentioned.
You-
This was even before you mentioned the fact that he had high cholesterol.
Your Honor,
How do you
He-
even use
he-
a steering
can I
wheel
just
with
say
your
this?
fucking with your legs, bro?
Your Honor, can I just say this? His feet were working until he was put in jail. They were just really fat, which he already dealt with his
But
car.
was he put in jail before or after the fact of committing this crime?
What? Oh no. Okay, really big question.
Prosecutor, can you agree with me? This judge is not fit to do his job.
Bro, Joe Biden.
He
like, I
he
think
just
you're actually
asked
doing
me
the Joe
if
Biden
my
job.
fucking client was put in jail before doing the crime. Are we doing future crimes now? Have I entered a timeline opposite of mine?
I would have to agree, Your Honor. That was a little bit of a stupid question. And since your client was put, don't whack him again. Since your client was put into jail, and you're saying he lost his legs while in jail. If they worked before jail, why did they have to chop them off?
He had okay. You should have listened. I explained all of this. He had diabetes, and he hasn't had his insulin because he was in jail. So they actually went gangrenous, and they had to get cut off. Same with his hands. He still hasn't had the insulin. Hands about to go next. This is why we should let him go, because he's not even physically fit to serve anymore.
But I find it a little suspicious that your client lost his legs while in jail, even though the materials were provided.
Can I
My
I
knowledge.
would like to instate, how long was this client held in jail before he was
6
brought here to be
months.
He
prosecuted?
was held for 6 months, Your Honor, and also like to point out, that doesn't change the fact his legs are not there. Whether or not it was incident or not, they're not there anymore. And unless he cut his own legs off, which I don't know, he told me that he lost it due to a lack of insulin provided by the medical facilities in jail. He actually had to have other inmates help him saw off his own legs. It was fucked up.
I would also like to ask, why does your client not look like they're 600 pounds anymore?
He's
lost
been
all
in
his weight while
he's
6
been in
months
prison for 6 months
because
eating like
he didn't get any
nothing.
food.
He that's why he looks sickly, because he's fucking dying of high cholesterol entering his bloodstream with all the
have
fat
you
he
seen inside
lost.
that helmet? It looks like all of his fucking skin flaps were shoved inside that helmet.
Well, if he was just rotting in jail, he wouldn't have lost any weight. But as you can see, he did. That means
What?
he had to have had physical exercise, which he needed his legs for. And if he was suffering,
His legs aren't there! We're arguing about something that's physically not there!
all I'm
What are
saying
you arguing?
is kind of suspicious that he went through jail, lost weight, and then somehow lost his legs.
You, Kraft,
Before
you
this
do
year.
know that if you don't eat food, you lose weight, right?
And as you said,
Your
he
Honor.
was eating food. He was eating food.
Barely,
You said he was
barely.
eating food.
He's eating like prison food that is like 2 grains of rice and cum soup, which has no nutritional value.
Now,
Trust me, he's got
was
cum soup
eating-
in his butt, I can tell you that.
He also needed to exercise to lose even more weight, because 6 months of normal portion-sized meals in jail.
2 grains
Would
of
not
rice
make
and
him
cum
lose.
soup is normal portions?
I would like to say that we're getting severely steered off topic here. This is
I'm defending
absurd.
I'm defending my client, Your Honor. He is just leading on. I am defending him from all slanderous allegations. He's just leading us more off course. Please bring us back
Well,
bring us back
all
on track,
of
Your
your
Honor.
evidence has just been hearsay against me.
Hearsay,
This doesn't
I have
mean-
proof.
From who?
There-
Coffee shortage in my office. That doesn't mean anything.
which we proved you bought coffee that morning due to the loyalty card.
Loyalty card. My intern bought coffee for himself. That doesn't mean
As you
anything.
stated, yes. Mhm.
Yeah, wait, wait, he didn't state. He said his intern forgot to buy the coffee that week. He did not
Yes,
he
state.
did.
Yeah, I said the loyalty card was marked
For that
the
week.
day of the poisoning. That he
Which
bought
happened.
coffee.
Which happened. How many? Which day of the poisoning? You're saying it happened the day of the poisoning?
Yes, which is the same day, because he was still in New York, was the same day that he got into that restaurant dispute, which then caused him to run from the police, which then he vomited up the tacos, which then the police led to assume that he then ate them and stole them from the restaurant, which you are now proving with false evidence to
Okay,
be incorrect.
I want to say, how does a loyalty card saying that my intern bought coffee the day of the poisoning, which could have not been me, I'm saying it's not me, but I'm saying, how can this loyalty card proving that my intern bought coffee the day of the poisoning over 6 months ago at this point relate to the coffee shortage that happened in my office this morning?
It wasn't this morning. It was relating to the morning of the poisoning.
You said it was because I was nervous.
The morning of the poisoning.
No, you said I was nervous for prosecuting.
No, I said
Your
you were
client today.
you were nervous because you had poisoned your friend. I never said prosecuting.
You said prosecuting.
He never, Your Honor, he never said prosecuting. I remember
The
that
person in the
clearly.
back said that he
He
never
said he
said
was,
prosecuting. Your Honor, it's up to you, but I will swear across my heart and on my entire
Your
bloodline,
Honor,
I did not say
I promise
prosecuting.
you-
He is misremembering.
The one thing that I'm ever gonna say that's true in this courtroom is that he said he was nervous.
I don't know because
after
I
the
wasn't listening,
poisoning.
so we'll go with that. Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Go with the defense or go with me?
Whatever. One of you. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If
We
the
ha-
others let him go. Eeny, miny, miny, mo.
We have the
And
footage, Your Honor?
You are not it. We go to.
We do have the
because you
footage.
were
All
not-
right.
We have the footage, Your Honor.
All right. We are checking the recording.
No, we're not checking it right now. Let's continue playing. Jesus fucking Christ, people.
Okay.
Your Honor, when are you gonna do final thing and then we're gonna actually end this? Because this has been like an hour of my life of arguing, and he's been on the back foot almost this entire time. And when he was on the front foot, he was just leading us off track.
Has it been this long? Okay. Yeah.
This is the part where we spend way too much time explaining the exact same thing over and over and over again. We will never get any of the time that we spent here back. After this is over, I will get hit with a guilty verdict, even though my case was about 50,000 times stronger than my opponent's.
That
He's
Yeah,
got
they never
bored.
fully
egg
admitted
poisoning
he did it.
happened. Yeah.
That's so dumb. Like I literally had the best argument in the world, and because Kraft couldn't remember any of it and Tim wasn't listening half the time, I lost.
Yeah,